boost.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Zorian. I am a certified nursing assistant, and so on my channel I do a little bit of things relating to nursing because I am aspiring to become a nurse practitioner. So I document my journey on my channel, and so currently I work as a CNA in a nursing home. So I basically share, you know, everything relating to CNA and everything relating to nursing and all that jazz. I also do a little bit of chit chat, get ready with me's, girl talk, girl advice, lifestyle content such as vlogging, day in my life, prep with me, reset vlogs, stuff like that. So I do a little bit of everything on my channel. If you are interested, if you want to stick around, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and leave me a cute comment because I love engaging with my audience. All right, so if you aren't new, then you would have seen that I already have 2 videos posted in regards to my shifts. Now, so far I documented what it is like to be a 11 to 7 CNA and a 3 to 11 CNA. So in this video, I will be sharing with you guys what it entails in being a 7 to 3 CNA. So in the other 2 videos, I use different clips and compile them in one to make it into a smooth video of me actually getting through the shifts. But in this video, I will only be talking to you guys and just sharing with you just the highlights of what happened and in a chronological order so you guys could vividly get the picture of how the shift operates. If being a 7 to 3 CNA is something that you're interested in, then this video is going to be useful for you. If you're just a regular watcher, then hey girl, hey, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. So the first thing, like I said, is it begins at 7 in the morning, 7 a.m. That's the first thing you do. You clock in, you pack your cart. That is a cart that you will pack all your supplies, whether it be towels, diapers, gowns, linens, blankets, washcloths, soap, all of the things, the necessities or the necessary equipment that you will be using during your shift. You're gonna pack and load your cart with that. After, you're gonna do your rounds just to make sure that everybody on the floor is alive, well, and safe. They're in their beds and everything is all set. After which, you're gonna then get your notepad. I personally walk with a notepad if it's a new assignment that I have. Your assignment is basically just a list of the residents and their room numbers, who you'll be catering to for the day or who you'll be caring for that period of time. Then you write it down. Usually at my facility, and hear me out, I'm only talking about what happens at my facility. So don't come for me and say, oh, that's not right, we don't do this here. I'm only talking about what I know. The amount of patients that you would get usually on a 7 to 3 shift is going to be around, on a good day, 8. On a good day, 8. On a bad day, 10. Right? On a very, very good day, you might have 5. And you only have 5 if most of the residents are like independent, where they do everything for themselves, they dress themselves, shower themselves, etc. But you still, of course, have to cater to that person's needs. You assist them and make sure that they have everything they need for the day. What else? So after you write down your assignment, then you're going to begin your shift. You're going to go to your rooms, you ask them, you check them, of course they're going to be in bed. So basically what 7 to 3 is basically 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. You're starting them for the day. So everything you would basically do when you get ready. You get up, you make your bed, you comb your hair, you brush your teeth, you wash your face, you take a shower, you get your perineal area clean, you change them into their outfit for the day. So they won't no longer be in gowns. So usually on that shift, you won't have to pack as much gowns, but you just pack a few just for the patients who are gonna be staying in bed for that day. Be sure to check with your nurse to see if that person is staying in bed or they're going down for therapy or whatever the case is. Just double check with them. Every shift has a shower day. So maybe on your assignment, you have 2 residents who need to be showered. So I would usually start my showers as soon as my shift begins, just so that I could get it out of the way. And of course, it's up to the preference of the patient if they want to shower now or a little after breakfast, sorry. It's all up to them. So they would shower, and then after that, you would get them dressed. everything that dressing includes, whether giving them mouthwash, whether giving them their dentures. Listen, those are things, that's another tip. Those are things that you have to ask your nurse as well. If this person wear dentures, if they wear glasses, if they need a hearing aid, stuff like that, because not all the time you're gonna really know the resident, and then you're gonna send them out in the day room or send them out to interact with each other, and they're like, huh? Because they need their hearing aid or they can't see. They're like, huh? Where are you? Yeah. So I've had one time where I didn't give the lady her glasses, and they were like looking at her funny, like, and she was just going through the day like she was okay, but everybody was like, something's missing. And then they told me, oh, she wears glasses, because I'm not usually a 7 to 3 worker. I'm usually a 3 to 11. That is my preferred shift. Personally, I believe that 7 to 3 is the fastest shift. I love it with all my heart. The only difference, or the only issue, is I have to wake up early in the morning, and I feel like since I've started classes, it hasn't been so much of a drag right now. But before, when I'm used to sleeping in, honey, like going to a 7 to 3 shift used to be like, do I want to quit? Because it's like, it's so early in the morning that you have to start your day. So that's the only good thing about 7 to 3. You start your day, you're done with your shift, and you're home doing something, doing chores, running your errands. Okay, let's not get too much off topic right now. So let's go back to where we were at. Always double check to see if they have any aids in terms of hearing aid, glasses, dentures, anything that is added to them while dressing. Okay, always ask whatever, you know, outfit they want to wear. Just give them a choice. Let them feel involved in dressing. So if it's a case where it's hot outside and they like this shirt, you could ask them, do you want to wear this black one? Do you want to wear this yellow one? Give them a choice. Help them to like feel involved in the dressing process. Don't just come and be like, oh, here, put this on, John. No, John doesn't want to wear that. It's ugly. So sometimes I'd be helping them to choose. I'm like, girl, this is going to look cute with this pink pants, or this is going to look cute with this blue shorts, stuff like that. You know, that's why I tell you, I'm their favorite CNA, period. Like, I know. Anyways, after that, breakfast usually comes around 8 o'clock, 8 a.m., right? So breakfast usually comes around 8:15, 8 o'clock, thereabout. And of course, you help with the trays. You pull out your tickets, see what's what. You make coffee, drinks, water, all of that jazz. Some are gonna be having breakfast in bed. Some are gonna be having breakfast in the day room or the dining area. Whichever is up to them. You just ask them what they would like and you serve it wherever they are. Then after that, you keep going down the hallway, because there's some persons who are not going to be an early riser. So you're going to be cleaning up until probably 11 a.m. because you still have some people who's like not an early riser like myself. So you want to make sure that they are comfortable and they're ready to get up for the day. So basically what you're going to be doing for the portion like from 7 to 11 is basically cleaning. You're just going to be going down the hallway, changing who needs to be changed, and getting all those out of bed. So that's the next thing you want to ask when you're getting your assignment. Who's supposed to take a shower and who's supposed to actually get out of bed? Because not everybody is in the position to get out of their beds. Some people go down for therapy. On my floor, I work on a rehab floor, so I have a lot of out of beds because they are going out downstairs for therapy. So I have a lot of dressings in the morning to do, so I try to start at ASAP. And yeah, that's usually it in the morning. Because dressing them, like putting on their individual items, that's the part that's hard. Because, you know, it's like they're not like us where they're gonna be doing everything fast or regularly. So you have some people who's in pain to do any little thing, like some people with arthritis, some people who has one leg, stuff like that. So it's always gonna be just that little, you know, thing that is gonna slow you down a little bit. You have to comb their hair. There's a lot more versus just doing a regular gown change or a diaper change at nights. Before you know it, it's going to be lunchtime. Lunchtime usually comes around 12, like 12 noon. So they're gonna get their lunches and you're gonna have to do that same process over again, whether it's giving them in their beds or giving them in the dining room or the day area. You just provide them with their meal trays and stuff like that. After that, it's gonna be around 12:30, 1 o'clock. You're gonna pick up back your trays, pack them back on the cart for the kitchen department to come and collect that. And that's gonna be done. For some people, you're still gonna be changing. Basically, all you're doing, like I said, is just getting them dressed for the day. 3 to 11, you're feeding them for dinner and then sending them back in bed. On 11 to 7, you're just changing them throughout the night, and then you're going to be taking out a few persons for the morning shift because it's 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. So you're basically just like a security guard for them during the night to make sure that they remain dry after the 2 shifts would have done their part already. Okay, so that's what all 3 shifts is about. You're just changing them and being there whenever they need you. Pretty much it. So that's that. Usually the break times start at 9. So I have 9 to 9:15 or 9:15 to 9:30. Then you would have 10:45 break. So that's 2 breaks that we normally have. So with that being said, you go for your break at whatever time that is on your assignment. And yeah, some days you're gonna have persons who you take for clinical visits or appointments, we call it. So usually no one wants to do that. Only sometimes if you don't want to be at work, they're like, oh, would you want to take this person to clinic or take them to that appointment, stuff like that. So on days you are going to be taking people to the clinic. So whether it's one resident that you would have, of course. So you just accompany them. If they have dialysis, you'll go out with them and, you know, accompany them and spend your whole shift there. Or maybe you get back earlier before your shift ends and then you're going to, you know, do something else and continue with your assignment. But that's pretty much it. 7 to 3 gets by pretty fast, but it has a lot of extra things. So you're doing breakfast and lunch and a snack. So right before we leave, at around 1:30, 2 o'clock, we're gonna serve them again with some snack, whether that be cookies, fig bars, juice or water, ice cream. You know, we just walk, we push our trays. We look like a flight attendant, okay? Like we be pushing our carts like, do you want any water, ice cream? That's me. I be doing my job in confidence. Like I be pushing down the hall as if I'm on a flight. I'm like, what can I get for you? Do you want ice cream? Do you want fig bar? So some of them, they want 2 stuff. They want everything. I'm like, girl, you're not gonna leave us with anything on this cart. You're taking everything. So of course, because I'm their favorite, I will cheat and give them an extra one once they're not diabetic. So I'll do that for them and just make sure that they're good for the day. Pretty much that. And yeah, your shift is basically done. After which you are gonna chart and document everything. You have to always document your information. Documenting helps the nurse and your supervisor know what is happening on the floor. When documenting, you include their continence level, whether they are continent or incontinent, whether they did a bowel movement, what was it like, whether it's putty-like, normal and formed, loose or constipated, stuff like that, what percentage of their meal they intake, you know, stuff like that. You just want to make sure that you add everything and that you chart for all your residents, because your job is not completed unless you tell them what you did. So doing it and not like, it's just like you paying for something but you left your receipt, or you know, you didn't sign for something. That is your proof that you took care of that person. So you should be able to tell them, did they poop? Did they eat? What did they eat? How much of the food did they eat? You get what I'm saying? Like stuff like that is your proof. If they had a redness on the area, what if last night you worked with them, they were okay, but then during the night they fell, and on your 7 to 3 shift, you notice a redness on the area. You're gonna document if this is a new condition, stuff like that. That way that will cover yourself and that will show the nurse and your supervisor that you really did take care of this person. That is literally it. I don't think there's anything else apart from taking them on clinics. So that is why I say 7 to 3 is a little bit extra, because you do provide meals like 3 times for the day, and you basically would have days where you have an appointment. So it all depends on which resident you have on your assignment and if that resident has to go to dialysis or any other appointment that they have scheduled. But yeah, it's basically like any other shift. You're basically just caring for the resident and making sure that they are a-okay. With that being said, I think that wraps up today's video. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to let me know by asking them in the comment section. I will gladly answer them, and I hope that was enough of a rundown. Usually I would have a video, like a montage of me doing and getting through the shifts, where I open my beds, I spread my beds, I feed my patients, I change my patients. So if that is something that you really want to see more hands-on, instead of blah, 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 then check out my other 2 videos, which is day in the life of a night shift CNA, 11 to 7, or day in the life of an evening shift CNA, that is 3 to 11 p.m. So I love you all so much, and I thank you all for your support, and I will see you guys in my next videos to come. Until next time.